I forget name.
Alright, thank you, Big Jim, for your
Thank you
support.
Big Jim for your support. Thank you ค่ะ
Thank you,
so much.
Thank you, Sammy.
ฮะ
Thank you, Sammy. Sammy
Sammy
is.
yes I don't know I'm not sure.
Thank you.
you ค่ะ thank you.
Thank you, Pirate Pete.
I don't know name but
Oh.
I say thank you.
Okay, bye.
Thank you so much. I not
Now go.
I not see long.
Now go. Go. Ah! Bye. 2 hour up. Smooth operator. I got my party water with me. How are you, smooth operator? I've got my new mask on. Can you see my new mask? It's been raining for 2 days. Got my big packet of Ritz cheese biscuits, original copy, 10 baht. Same shit, different day. Take care of skin. There you go. Smooth operator. Do you have skin like this? Then you could have skin like this. Only from 199 baht per pimple. Should we go down to the beach? Yeah, smooth operator. Do you have any plans? Have I asked you before? Have you got any plans? I'm a bit peckish. I'm going to have another biscuit. There isn't anything nutritional about these biscuits at all. It's all artificial, and it's probably got made with whey powder or something, whatever whey powder is. There's a lot of people getting their bike fixed today. Mind you, it was raining for 2 days. But now it's beautiful. Blue sky, sunshine, just look at it. This seems to be the bike shop of choice. Going to be walking too far tonight. The old knee is threatening me. It just feels tight, where the muscles are getting tight, where they've been overstretched. They are slowly repairing themselves. Are we going to see another sunset? Oh my god. And without any alcoholic beverage. Living on 42 baht a day. It's too easy when you know how. No, is it tonight? She didn't badger me for it. I thought it was Tuesday. What day is it today? I think it was Tuesday just gone. Audi TT Quattro coming at you. Swipe him up one. I know. Shall we walk to the end of that pier? There it is, just there. I'm not going to get too close to the edge because I know one day I'm going to fall in. I just know it. If I think about it too much, I will fall in. So I've got to try and get it out of my brain. Now we usually walk up here with a couple of cans. Last time we came up here we was I don't know if something's happening here, but they've got these from 6 PM to 8 AM fenced off. I don't know why. I've never met Jeff Carter. No, I've never met Jeff Carter. Where's he right now? I know he's English, but I think he's up near Manchester way. And I'm from down south. Right. Oh, that's Midlands. Alright, Jeff Carter here. You like it when I do that, don't you? Chang diddy diddy what one bat or whatever it's called. Chang diddy diddy wang wang. Oh, I think it's going to be quite a nice sunset. I don't know how far we're going to walk up. I don't know if I can be asked to walk all the way up. I'll try. Make the effort. I know what it is. I need to stretch out. I need to do the knee exercises again like I did before a couple of months back. That really helped in just a week. I need to strengthen the muscles again, so I've got to do these self-weighted leg resistant exercises. He was a German guy. I used to watch a guy called Sonny years ago before I ever went to Thailand. Not sure what ever happened to him. Hello Kern Bells, welcome. Are we getting some welcomes on the screen? Let's do that. Lots of questions, good. How are you Kern Bells? No, it's just one knee. I overstretched a couple of ligaments in it. The ex-landlord decided, well, sort of ex-landlord, tried to make himself out he was one. Switched off the elevator, so I had 8 flights of stairs to do twice with bags because he knew I was leaving, or he knew I wanted to exercise more, one or the 3. So the elevator was switched off. Oh, a sailor has just, I think, jumped in the water to have a bath. Oh no. Oh, he's decided to throw pieces of wood overboard. That's what he's doing. He's on top of that boat there in the middle. What up, Baron Badger? How are you? I think you've been here before. This is here to remind people not to go any further with their vehicle, because this is what's happened to the last vehicle. It went down there. Got the got a slight pungent odour of diesel fumes in the air as we walk up here. As the boats prepare themselves to go out for this evening's fishing. First time, well, welcome. If you've got any questions, shoot. Oh, a knee abuse, is that sports or forces abuse? Jesus, look, we're only 8 inches off the ground. A wee trip and in you go. 15 feet down into shallow waters and concrete reinforced with steel. How wonderful. Safety first. Love Thailand. Love life. If it lasts that long. So here we've got somebody who's put all their nets out to dry, maybe having rinsed them with fresh water. And this little dinghy boat here, I think, is just to help gather up probably the to help gather up the netting on the boat. The next bar girl drink will be bought for whoever can name that serpent looking thing down there. We've done the quiz before, no cheating. Martial arts. Oh, Mount Fuji, yeah, because that's the worst on the joints, isn't it, when you're actually descending stairs and whatnot. People think it's the climbing that's on the worst down for your joints. Is that when it all went Pete Tong? My story, Baron Badger. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'll just tell you the story about... Well, my story's in the about section within my channel. You can read that later. But in a nutshell, for YouTube, is I just wanted to learn how to edit videos, and then I learnt about, having purchased editing software, I learnt about YouTube. And they said, oh, you can upload your videos to us, and eventually we'll even pay you for doing it. Well, the paying bit was interesting, but interesting more was the editing. So I've been learning editing. I think we've been doing it now for 3.5 or 4.5. No, December 2016 I started. So that's how this channel came to be, was just to document my progress in developing my skills as an editor, publisher. Then it became like a director and casting, producer, everything. The only thing I don't do is starring my own videos, apart from the narration that I give. My efforts are focused on everything but that part. So you will see, must be getting on for 500 videos nearly being published. I've made over 700 or 800. Not all of them have been published, and some of them are for other clients as well, to the channel that have asked for their own channel and help with editing videos for them. So that's my story. What's your story? Tell me a story. Baron Badger, how did you come across my channel? I've not put much in the description, but in the descriptions of the other videos you'll see all my socials. People say, oh, you should have a Twitter account. Have you got an Instagram account? So I created an Instagram account. Have you got Facebook? No, but I have now. So you've got Thaitastic Facebook page, you've got Friends Who Like Thaitastic page. So there's groups and pages, and just give people different options on how to interact if you so wish. You've got a harrowing story, maybe it's too long for tonight. Oh, this is PG, by the way. Where are you based? Are you considered a Farang by the Thai population? We have a few Thai subscribers now, actually. I joined a couple of Facebook groups to investigate certain areas I wanted to visit, and published a few review videos for this. This is a village. This is a village called Bang Sarai. It's a fisherman's village, if you haven't already gathered it by now. This is just one of at least half a dozen piers. This is the main pier. And you can come up here at 5-6 a.m. and buy straight off the boat squid, large squid, medium, small, barracuda, you know, 1.2 meters in length, chevron barracuda usually, and an assortment of other fish as well. But it's not a great variety the 2 times I've come up here, but it's been interesting. And people turn up from markets and restaurants and buy straight off the boat. It's fantastic. But this is 20 minutes from Pattaya, if you've heard of Thailand vocational vacation locations. The capital of tourism of Thailand, that being Pattaya, is 20 minutes away. Yeah, you Baron, where are you from in the world? What time are you? We are 6 hours behind, 6 hours ahead GMT at the moment, until British summertime ends, and then we're 7 hours minus plus GMT. Greenwich Mean Time, that's where it all starts, by the way. We'll have a walk up the end in a minute. I'm just taking a drink. Got to keep your fluids up. It's been very humid. Thankfully, it's been that cool though. It's like, when I say cool, it's not dropped beneath below 25. The last couple of nights it's been cloudy and raining. It's very pleasant. And as a result of which, it's not too hot today, which is good. I've got a wish list if anybody wants to sponsor the channel and have their name in lights every day. I do have a wish list to make this the most awesome live stream channel on the planet. I only need three pieces, I think it is, 3 pieces of equipment, and they come to no more than $500, and that's what will make this the best live streaming channel for what it can provide, because no one else is currently doing it how I want to do it. So I just want to take it to another level. We're using not YouTube app, by the way, we're using a different app to stream, which has given me the ability to stream better quality. You do know Pattaya, good. Yeah, there are many vloggers in Thailand now. Some not so much. Some have come and gone. Some have passed away, unfortunately, 1 or 2. Kevin Thailand being one of the main ones in the past. Rest in peace. And there are some new ones. What really sells are good, and it's not for everybody, because not everybody has got the charisma, and some learn it and deploy it and are not happy, or it's just not them, they don't feel comfortable in it, it's not their thing. But those that have got confidence, especially with interacting with ladies and other people of different language in Thailand, will do really well. Those that have confidence, because that comes through very much on camera, even if they're not facing the camera but they do really well for sure. And there's one or two right now that are just starting out, and I can see the potential for sure. I've given them my regards already, and if they need any top tips, they probably follow a lot of people already and feel they know what they're doing. But some people, will focus in on a certain thing, like they're on a certain ability that they have, and maybe forget everything else, and will just concentrate on interacting very well with confidence and making it a giggle. Choosing the right music score is very important for me. There is a difficulty with that with live streaming. That said, with this app we can add music as we speak, which I'll demonstrate in a moment. Yeah, absolutely barren. Some people are just trying it out, some people are just doing it for a hobby and see how it's, without any gusto. Some want drama, some don't care for drama, some do it for different reasons. Yeah, it's a difficult business model, but it's very easy to make a success of it if you manage success in just terms of pleasing others, really. I was pleasantly surprised when I first started. Within 2 weeks I had 100 subscribers and over 10,000 views in 2 weeks, so I was very surprised. I wasn't expecting that. And of course you now cannot monetize your channel until you have met a certain criteria. See all these are the squid bulbs. It's the same with the people in the chat as well. You get people coming in the chat or coming on and watching the streams. They either cannot or do not possess the wanting to interact on the chat, which is fair enough. There's a lovely house on there. I don't know if you can see it. I say it's lovely. It looks good position there on its own with its own land. You won't see the sunsets. It would if it was on the other side. The sunset will just be over the end of that peninsula, but we're not going to see it tonight. It's too cloudy over there. It even actually looks as if it's there, but I thought it usually sets there. The sun sets, by the way, in 10 minutes. So this is like a pleasure cruise by the looks of it. Oh, this is a tour boat. So they're going out for their sunset cruise, I guess. Maybe a spot of fishing as well. And at the back of it you can see there's some slides. It's the top deck. You can slide down and off the back of the boat, which is called what? What's the back of the boat? Stern, right? The front is bow, and then you've got port side and I forget. I used to know all my sailing terms. The colours are coming out so vibrant and clear. I don't know about you guys, but I can definitely tell the difference between 720p and 1080p. Now a lot of people on a budget will be streaming 480p, especially for the length of time they stream. For the type of content they've got or give you, it's adequate, because they are on they're in the frame most of the time with their face, so 480 is enough. But when you've got something like this being shown, you know, I'd love to be able to stream for you guys in 4K, but there's not an ability yet with YouTube to do that as far as I know. But we've made a few productions 4K, even reviews of apartments, condos, hotels we've done in 4K. Should we take a wander up the end? Should we have a look? Let's have a look. I've not got a gimbal, by the way, so we're going to be a bit wobbly. Putting all the fish in the bag, but they're jumping out. So you can dry these, you can fry them. What is that? Might be both. Lucky. Plenty of fishermen out here tonight. You don't even need to cast out, you just drop it over the edge here. It's deep enough at the moment because the tide's in. That's the beach, by the way, over there. Bangsaray Beach goes right the way up to the pier, right the way down. Right the way, I'd say, to about there. Peter Marshall, welcome. How you diddling? I was hoping to get a nice colourful sunset. We may do after it's gone down, but we're not going to see the sun go down. We've got plenty of fishermen out tonight. Pleasure cruise has just left over there. I think that's another pleasure cruise as well, yeah. 2 pleasure cruises going out tonight. You do see some strange sights sometimes, unusual, like you might see a whale shark. In fact, the whale shark is the village that we're in trademark. Oh, even these guys are setting up to fish as well. I do like a spot of fishing, not knowing what's on the end of the rod. That's what I like about boat fishing. So how's Peter this evening? You good? So you think you can step over here, right, and you'll be safe. But if you put your leg a little bit too tight up against the wall, then you're going to fall through that gap. Or even worse, get yourself a nail sticking out there. Ooh, tetanus. So I'm not going to go over there. I've got a dodgy knee. I'm going to go round and come back on myself. These are all the meters for the different berths, as they're called. Did you know where a boat pulls into and parks up? It's not a parking space, it's called a berth. I don't know why that is. Why is it called a berth? We'll have to look that one up. We'll have to look it up. Yes, let's relax. You're right. We shouldn't be walking around too much. with a dodgy knee and on the cusp of a lovely sunset. Looks like we got a Falang helping them out here. Had to buy a mask yesterday, I think it was yesterday. 7-Eleven wouldn't let me into the premises until I bought a mask from them. Oh dear. But they'll let you get on the moped with your 4 kids without a helmet. It's a funny old world. We love it. It's been a hard 3 months. It's been a hard 3 months. It's not over, you know. I can't think of a better place to be in right now, though, with regards to the tranquility this place has to offer, and being right on the sea. I love the water. I would sooner jump in a jacuzzi bath than have a shower. H&S Mad. What's H&S Mad? I don't know. That's the other things. We're talking about something and then like we've got a delay of about 30 seconds. You guys answer something after pondering it maybe, and if you guys don't include what the question was in your answer, I forget because we've gone on to something else. The trials and tribulations of a live streamer. Health and safety, of course. I know HSE, Health and Safety Executive. I know BS 5750, ISO 9001. Health and safety first, yeah, because it's all like rust. Now I know what you're referring to. And it breaks away and then cut open your calf if you stepped over there. Oh, I didn't really know what I was going to do today. I was encouraged to get to spend nearly 10 English pounds to stream unlimited again for a month. So I did so with reluctance, but I took Miss Tartastic with me to 7 and she made sure I got the right package this time, because last time the unlimited only lasted for 3 or 4 days and I was a bit upset. So that was a bit of a 200 baht down the drain. That's all I'm spending on you guys now. That's just the Wi-Fi. I know one of you guys stepped up over a month ago, which was very nice of you. Mrs. TT's jeans looked all ripped and torn, so somebody bought her a pair of new jeans. It's fashion, you know. HSE, Health and Safety Executive. What's good as well being out here, you get very little mosquitoes, and having rained for a couple of days, there's bloody plenty of mosquitoes about. Anybody else suffer with seasick if they don't see the horizon? Even watching that boat. Oh, he's just fishing He's created, two of them have got a bottle with just a piece of line around the bottle. That's all you need. There's plenty of fish out there for everyone. See what they catch. Yep, he's got a tiddler. Good enough for eating. Get a few of them. He's like me, doesn't want to touch the fish. I'm terrible like that. If I caught something, I don't want to take it off. Don't want to take it off the hook. I'm such a big girl's blouse. Oh gosh, Baron Badger. I've never been married. I said miss, not Mrs. Oi oi. I've known Miss TT for, this must be 4 years, 4.5 years. I learned very quickly, like with anything on the TV, people remember you through like a brand, and brand can consist of a number of things, right? Colours, theme tune, logo, but more importantly the characters that you feature in your movies. Mickey Mouse's one, Team Tietastic member number 3. We've got 7 Team Tietastic members. The internet's superb today, Sammy, because I spent 200 baht. Oh, and I was a bit loath because I said I wasn't going to invest any more money in this channel because it owes me already £2,500. But I was encouraged to today, on the basis that you never know who's going to come on and subscribe and say, I want to sponsor your channel. What else can you do? So we had Miss Tietastic say hello to you, Sammy, before you came on. Welcome back, by the way. A wise man. She said hello to Big Jim. We've not been. Big Jim's doing 12-hour shifts almost every day, saving his big pot of money to come to Thailand. He's working for site maintenance for a building firm that's been repossessed. Used to be a doorman for clubs, I think, or a bouncer as they were known as back in the day. Who else did she say hello to? I can't remember. She forgets their names as soon as I mention them. She doesn't speak that good English, to be fair, but it's 1,000 times better than my Thai. A Farang that knows Thai and knows too much. Her line's stuck on that pole. Shall I go and rescue her? No, I think they've got it sorted. Imagine I'd lean out there, I'd lean over there like this young boy's going to do. I wouldn't be able to get back. Or the pole would move and I'd end up in the drink. Trying to be a good Samaritan, I'll end up being the clown, Farang. They'll laugh at. We should be getting some colour soon. The sun set 4 minutes ago. I've been bitten. I've lost count how many times on my ankles, a couple of times on my elbows, and one of the itchiest points of being bitten is your bleeding knuckle on your fingers. So what they're doing, they're catching these tiddlers and then they're cutting up some of the tiddlers for bait, because the fish are are cannibalistic. Right? Fish eat themselves. Eat themselves? Eat each other. Particularly if you look like bait. Right, I think that's the place over there where those twinkly lights are. You might just be able to see it. Whoops. Ah, yeah, here we go. I think that place there, those lights, that's the only bar on the sea, right on the beach. It's got a swimming pool as well you can use. And it's the only bar right on the beach in Bangsaray. And that's called Bangsaray Beach Club. They do, I think they've got a golf club as well that runs out there. Very well spoken English gentleman that owns the place with his Thai partner. No, Sammy, you shouldn't do YouTube for money. You have to do it for the passion, and the money follows, right, Sammy? It's so true. You can't do it for the money, but the money's got to go into it first. We tend to be using, by the way, the camera on my iPhone. I use an iPhone 7 Plus. As it gets dark, the picture does get a bit grainy. It doesn't work well at night. But when we're producing videos, what I would prefer to do is to film, particularly at night, is use my Canon G7X Mark II. Kevin Thailand inspired me to get that one. I looked at all the reviews, and one of the things most people said about it was it works brilliantly in low light, and so it does. It's a very good camera. It's not 4K, but the vividness and the clarity is, it's really good on that camera. I do make productions using the phone's camera as well, because that can film in 4K. I only learnt how to film in 4K in the last 12 months. So how bizarre is that? 1080p is certainly enough, especially with these live streams and that. It's not as if we're trying to sell anything, but if we could do 4K live streaming, I'm sure that will come with 5G. It will make a difference subconsciously, where people will not necessarily consciously see. It's like one of the YouTubers said before, it's the small things that add up that count, that people don't see. But it's like, if you've got a really nice dish and it's missing just that one ingredient, then it's not really that really nice dish, but you know something's missing but can't put your finger on it. It's a bit like that. So audio is important, and the phone, well, in fact the microphone on the iPhones and the built-in microphone on the laptop, the MacBook, is very, very good. The built-in microphones for Apple products are very, very good. Trying to squeeze out a cracker. I've not really eaten that well in the last few weeks in terms of nutrition. And I've been fasting, which doesn't help. But it helped with the weight loss. So other things that's happened in the last few weeks, Baron Badger, if you're still there. We've been doing a lot of live streams because I've been exercising just by walking. I had to learn to walk again, as I could only muster 10 or 15 minutes before I just couldn't go any further. And now we've been walking for 2 hours up on a lot of live streams. And the weight's been falling off me out here. I knew it would. Eating differently, the climate, exercising through walking. So in fact, it was just under 3 months. It feels like I've been here 5 months, it's ridiculous. But in just under 3 months, I know most of you have heard all this already. In just under 3 months, we've lost just under 4 stone in weight, which is over 25 kilos. A few bags of sugar. So we enjoyed doing that. We've plateaued in the last week. As my fat reserves are considerably reducing, my body's thinking about, where else can I get food? I'm rambling on there and I didn't. Stream had cut. I don't know if you heard what I was saying. What was the last thing I said? I'm just going to have to plug the charger in. Gaming stream, Sammy, yeah. Yeah, with some games as well, you really need that high definition, right? Especially if it's shooting and you're sniping people. Magnetically ended LED charger for the phone. Brilliant. So if somebody catches the wire, it just pings off and doesn't pull the phone to the ground. I was rattling on about my weight loss, wasn't I? Yeah, so we've just done, I'm just under 4 stone in just under 3 months. I think my skin must have some sort of elasticity. A lot of it's gone back into place. I was surprised. I was thinking I was going to be walking around like a sack of potatoes. But I really need to start focusing on getting fit and firm now. It is Sammy, right? I weighed in, my last weigh-in was 126 kilos. So I'm losing about £1 a day. At least. Because I lost 4.41 pounds in 5, was it 5 or 4 days? I can't remember. I'm not being very regimented about weighing myself on the same day of every week. I'm just trying to remember to weigh myself every week. And then I live stream it and I point to, and then I usually use it as a thumbnail for the video. But that was the last official weigh-in, was 126 kilos. So I've broken through the 20 stone barrier that some people might have seen it as. If I Miss TT said 100 kilos and then stop. And then she said 110 kilos and then stop. She's seen the difference already. She's thinking, oh, maybe 100 kilos is too much. But when the muscle comes up again, because I used to do a bit of bodybuilding then, when we start getting fit and firm. We've got a free gym in the park as well, which is now open. I've done a couple of videos on that. The last video was giving a bit more detail of the type of machines. There's plenty of machines that you can use free of charge. A lot of the machines are self-weighted, what's the word? Resistance. So it's using your own body weight on the machine to exercise, which is good. So there's no messing about with lots of weights and that. It's not really for bodybuilding. It's not a bodybuilding gym. It's more for like firming up, which is definitely what I need to do soon. Start concentrating on that. Otherwise, I think muscle wastage. And if Fidelity Questa comes on, if he's not already there, he'll tell you. Maybe muscle wastage coming on next. Oh really, Sammy? Why is that, do you think? Is it what you eat and drink or what? Maybe it's the type of exercises you're doing in the gym. Maybe if you just cut out carbohydrates to start with. Peter Mac, welcome. Hi TT, today would have been my last day in Pattaya had all things been normal. Oh my gosh. I know, and it's still far from normal, right? It's still far from normal. No bars are open yet, although restaurant bars are open. Here, a restaurant has built a little bar on the side. So it comes with the territory of the restaurant. Clever man. So we were in there earlier. We did a live stream yesterday, but nobody was on. That's the village kitchen. All family that work in now. I don't know if the owner, Adam Rhodes, he's from East Lancs, which is about 20 minutes north of Manchester, near Burnley. Pizza, that's what it is, Sammy. It's definitely that. No, you can have as much pizza as you want actually and still lose weight, but get rid of the carbohydrate bases. Have baseless pizzas, that's what I used to do. I would have like the best pepperoni, salami, whatever that money could buy, lay that out on a tin foil or greaseproof paper and grill it with a load of cheese on top, and then add my own herbs to it. Oh, I used to love that. Baseless pizza, get into it, my friend. Particularly when, you know, usually the base, who puts a lot of emphasis on the base of a pizza unless you're some sort of pizza freak and you want to get the best dough that money can buy. Baseless pizza, Sammy, it's the way to go. Lost the Nomad, are you lost? Welcome to the channel. Is it your first time here? I'll say welcome back anyway, just in case it wasn't. We were looking for the sunset and we didn't get one. In fact, I don't even think we're going to get any colours this evening. We still might. The sunset over there about nearly 20 minutes ago. We usually have a lovely sunset here. You need the sauce too. Yeah, make your own sauce. Spicy sauce. But herbs, fresh herbs. Oh, I love fresh herbs. Bit of rocket. Put some rocket on there as well for dressing. Maybe the best virgin olive oil you can get with chilies in. Oh, stop it. I could just eat one. I've not had a pizza for months. I've not had one out here. My pub has been closed for 3 months, Peter Mac says. We were supposed to hear from the government 3 hours ago when we could reopen. Now, yeah. Are they currently doing a live stream at the moment, the government, or not? Or have they delayed that announcement? I've got a bit of a headache. It feels like one of those headaches where you've not drunk enough. It wouldn't surprise me if I'm dehydrated today. I sat for 4 hours in a restaurant. All I had was a bacon sandwich to drink, to eat rather. Trying to get the bloody Apple Macintosh Pro to work. I can't even get the bloody thing to boot up. Excuse me, I'm eating and talking at the same time. Oh, Peter Mac, that's really crap. Don't forget to hit that like. There's that many people up here fishing. Somebody's come up here to sell something. I don't know what he's selling. Maybe it's corn on the cob. Wouldn't it be funny if it was pizza? Oh, he's selling fish balls and dry squid. Grilled fish balls and dried squid. Somebody did say in the chat a few weeks ago, you got to try that dry squid. I still haven't tried it, by the way. And they said what to have it with, and I forgot. Apples are for eating. Shout out, Mr. Windows. They were supposed to release regulations to trade body, and they're still waiting, Peter Max says. It's all a bit... I must say, more people are dying here now that they are... it's a fact. I don't know the figures, but more people are now dying in Thailand because alcohol is being sold. Can you believe it? The guy just up the road, only on Facebook. Last night was posted on there. Does anybody know this man? He crashed outside my restaurant. It's like, well, the police are there with the ambulance there. Why don't you get his details when he crashed? That was because he was drunk, they say. Apparently he's known in the village. I could be wrong. He might have mental health issues. He might be on medication. Funny cloud formation, but I'm not laughing. So I wonder why that boat's coming in right now. I can't see that he would have been out all day, and now he's coming back. Maybe he's got problems, or maybe he's been asked to come in by the fish policeman. So that looks like the fish police. I'm sure they have them. There is a quota. They're not allowed to. Any crabs that have got eggs have to be thrown back. They're not allowed to keep any crabs that have got eggs attached to them. Got to keep the seas sustained. I'm going to walk back in a minute. I think I need to lie down. Isn't that weird? No, that's not police boat, but they're coming in as well. It looks quite low in the sea. Maybe it has been fishing all day. And you can see there's already a few squid boats out there. It's set nearly 7:05 p.m. in the evening. According to YouTube, this is a good time to live stream. It's just a shame there's no... it's not much to live stream in the way of what Pattaya has to offer. Mind you, Pattaya's dead, unless you go to Tree Town. I bet that'll get a bit samey for people. Just keep going to Tree Town and filming that. But I'm sure this must be getting a bit samey for some of you guys, unless you love hearing my dulcet tones. Right, my bum's going numb. I'm definitely not 100%. I need like a pick-me-up. Oh, that's what it was. I slept on the sofa last night, so she got a better sleep, so I wasn't disturbing. Yeah, I put myself on the sofa. That's what it was. I couldn't have slept very well. And I was up till 2 AM, I remember now. I was up till 2 AM. What was I doing? I was messing about with something. Probably trying to work out how to fix the Mac today, and then I couldn't fix it. Bloody Steve Jobs. Jobsworth. Shut up, I don't want any of your squid. I forgot to put my knee brace on. No, I didn't. I thought to myself, no, I'll give it a go. I won't Freetown. Isn't that in South Africa? Or is it not South Africa, Jamaica? Who's vegetarian in the chat but likes the smell of a barbecue? Yeah, these different, all these people pulling up in their pickup trucks. Definitely something going on. There's definitely boats that have been out fishing today coming in now, which is weird. I'm not going to hang around. Tree Town, yeah. Tree Town. Yeah, I was here a couple of years ago when they just started laying it out, you know, the groundworks and leasing off some of the spaces. And it's caught on, and what's happening right now, apparently to get around the sale of alcohol in Tree Town, a lot of the places there have put out the tables and chairs, and people are buying from 7-Eleven and just gathering there. So it's created a bit of a honeypot. So the girls are going there, and you know, the inevitable. Wow, it's really dark on screen. Let's see if we can make it lighter for you. Oh, that's a little bit lighter. I think that's the best we can do. Oh, the smell of diesel. Oh, I will never miss that. I used to work on one of these boats, well, a boat made of wood like this, but not a fishing boat. It was for diving. That was in Thailand. That was 23 years ago. My gosh. And that's another reason why I knew I could lose weight fast out here, because when I first ever came to Thailand in '97, I was losing a stone a month. I've definitely got fit and firm doing that, dive mastering. My gosh, it's hard work. It's great though. I felt as if I could swim. I know I had fins on, but I felt as if I could go for hours. It was like unlimited energy. It was really weird. So I'm hoping, I'm not hoping, I know it will come back again. So that's the other thing this place has got to offer. See all these lights out on the water. These are all like restaurants. There's several great seafood restaurants, obviously. It's the main cuisine being served, and hell of a lot, 99% are Thai people. And we're just going to pass one here, I'll show you. So there's one just up here. On that place over there that you can see lit up, I did a walk around review of that. That will be coming out soon. I think I just need to add, yeah, I just got to add music to that. Every single room is above the water. I think prices start about 2,200 baht. I don't remember. Somebody put up a video on the I Love Bang Sarai group on Facebook, and they stayed in Kept Bang Sarai, K-E-P-T, and his video was, he called it a pool room. So it's just not a big bath that was outside. You could hardly swim in it, but it was outside his room, sliding doors straight into the pool, inverted commas, and he said the room is 7,000 baht a night, and that's just up here. If you, at the end of this, at the beginning I should say, of this pier where the road starts here, this main road, if you turn right, that takes you into Bang Sarai Old Town. Very quaint, oldie-worldy signs and things and buildings in the main, and some prime real estate for sea views, I must say. We're losing a few people. I know it's dark, there's only 4 of you left. Sierra Leone. I've never had Sammy problems before. Yeah, 7,000 baht a night. The place I'm in right now is 30 times 30 times cheaper than that. Right, walking up the high street. It's the temple grounds. Oh, talking of that place, that's where I've done a video review of all the rooms that are all over the water. It's that place there. That's the name of the place. Bantar on the sea. It just seems to come natural. Sometimes, was it? I don't know if it was yesterday or the day before. I think it was the day before yesterday. I thought enough's enough. I'm going out, and I was out for 7 hours. I couldn't believe it. A lot of it was sitting down. The majority of it was sitting down, but I was out and about, and then I got back to the room later and I thought, my gosh, we made about 4 half decent videos. Well, it's not too hard to do really once you getting out there and walking around, and every day you see something different, or that could be filmed, etc. You just never know what you're going to see. Always have the camera on. think this lady comes every night and she feeds these soy dogs. Pulls up on a moped and feeds the soy dogs. A few people do it. They have their certain pack of dogs they like to take care of. So they've got to fend for themselves, the poor things. You know, they're usually unwanted pets, or I would say the majority of them are been born in the soys rather than at home. Barbers are open, Stuart. Yeah, Sammy, you can easily do that. You can get rooms, I've seen as low as 2,000 baht for a month. They'd be pretty ropey, you know, for 2,000 baht a month. Obviously electric, water on top. You probably have to furnish the place, get all your bedding and everything. There'll be things that probably won't be working. I think it's called renthub, renthub.th. You can put it in price order, you can see then. I haven't been on there for a while actually. You can have a full gym including free weights, infinity pool, garden, all rooftop. In this area easily for 7,500 a month, plus your electric and water. They'll be skimming off the top of that as well for the electric and water a little bit, particularly the electric. If you can get it all at government rates, then great. Smell ginger. I love the smell of fresh ginger. (7-Eleven). Welcome Death Row New Zealand. Check out his channel, Aotearoa Productions. When are you going to change that name? So I've got this new mask and it's slightly small and it's cutting my ears off. Ouch. We'll have to get some Vaseline on. Baron Badger says, I had a lost weekend in Pattaya once. It lasted 2 months, but you've forgotten it. Oh. Hey? Oh? I've brought people over here to Thailand and they don't remember ever being here. They said they were drunk all the time they were here. They remembered they were drunk and that was it. What a memory. That's the local butcher, by the way. They're open a lot. There's no butcher shop per se. I was going to get some noodle soup from here, but I can't be arsed. got Kentucky chicken over there, but I think it's only wings. Should we go and see what she's got? Should we treat ourselves? Body card.